A blessed morning, everyone, and hello, my dear senior high school students. Welcome to week 8 in Contemporary Philippine Arts from the region. I want you to be enthusiastic and participate actively on all our activities and discussions. Make sure you also have with you your notebook and pen for your key takeaways. For our learning competency today's session, you, my dear students, are expected to promote arts from the region. Then, for the specific learning task, you, my dear students, should be able to number 1, recall the significance of art forms from the region. Second, is to identify and describe the different institutions and agencies that promote arts from the region. And last but not the least, is to appreciate the importance of promoting arts from the region. I know you are all excited to learn, so let us now begin with our first activity entitled Guess What? In this activity, we will recall the significance of art forms from the region. Can you still remember what are those? Well then, let's find out. You are going to guess the missing word or phrase that describes the significance of art forms from the region using pictures or moving pictures as a You will be given 5 seconds to guess the word or phrase. Are you ready? Okay, let us have an example. Here is the first picture. The word celebrate is already provided for you. What do you think is the missing word described by the picture that will complete the first significance of art forms? Kindly comment it below, and your time starts now. Time's up. The correct answer is celebrate diversity. Very good. Are my instructions clear? Kindly click the heart react if my instructions are already clear to you. Wow! I could see a lot of heart reacts coming from you. I think you are now ready for more. Let us now proceed to the next significance of art form. Here is the moving picture and the 2 words related to it. Guess what? Comment your answers below and your timer starts now. Time stops. You got it right. The answer is showcase creativity. Next picture and the second word art is provided for you. Guess what? Comment down your answers and your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. Good job. The correct answer is advocate art. Next, here is the moving picture and the 3 words related to it. The second word is already revealed. Guess what? Comment your answers below and your timer starts now. Time stops. That is correct. The answer is preserve cultural practices. And for the last picture, and the second word is also given to you. Guess what? Comment down your answers and your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up. Excellent. The correct answer is promote cultural identity. Well done, my grade 12 students. You were able to remember the different significance of art forms from the region. Now, let us find out how art forms from different regions were being promoted. I've prepared another activity entitled Mystery Logo. In this activity, your task is to identify the correct logo of some institutions and agencies in the Philippines that promotes art from different regions. You're also given 5 seconds to solve the mystery. Understood? If yes, kindly click the heart react. There you go. It's raining hearts. Well then, let's get started. The first government institution is the National Museum of the Philippines. What do you think is the mystery logo for this? Is it logo A or logo B? Comment your answers below and your timer starts now. Time's up. Very good. The correct answer is logo A. The second government agency is the Cultural Center of the Philippines. What's the mystery logo? Will it be logo A or logo B? Kindly comment down your answer and your timer starts now. Time stops. Good choice. The correct answer is logo B. Last but not the least is the National Commission for Culture and Arts. What do you think is the mystery logo for this? Is it logo A or logo B? Comment your answers below and your 5 seconds starts now. Time's up? That's right. The correct answer is logo A. Great job! Now, you have been familiar with some of the institutions, agencies, together with the respective logos that helps in the promotion of arts here in the Philippines. Before we proceed to our discussion, I want you to meet a very significant person in arts. Do you know who he is? Kindly comment your answers below. You're correct. He is Felipe M. De Leon Jr., a musical artist, a professor, and the current chairman of the National Commissions for Culture and the Arts or the NCC. He quoted, "Ang kulturang Pilipino ay bukal ng kagalingang pambansa at pandaigdig." My dear senior high school students, how will you interpret this quotation? What do you think are the traits of we Filipinos that made him say this quote? I would love to see your answer. I totally agree with you, my dear students. We Filipinos are very unique, very creative, and very talented in our own ways through different art forms. And this is our challenge and our responsibility to promote and preserve our rich culture and arts for the transmission of skills to the next generation. Today, we will discover more on the different institutions and agencies that promotes arts from the regions as we go along the discussion. We have the National Commissions for Culture and the Arts, the National Museum of the Philippines, the Cultural Center of the Philippines, the National Library of the Philippines, the National Historical Commissions of the Philippines, the National Archives of the Philippines, and ang Komisyon sa Wikang Pilipino. Again, here are the 7 institutions and agencies that promotes arts from the region. Let us find out the roles and the functions of the following. Starting off with the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, or the NCC. The logo is the alab ng haraya, which symbolizes the wellspring of Filipino art and culture. Their building is located in Intramuros, Manila. The National Commissions for Culture and the Arts, or the NCC, is the overall policy-making body, coordinating and grants-giving agency for the preservation, development, and promotion of Philippine arts and culture. And they are tasked to administer the National Endowment Fund for Culture and the Arts. Next in line is the National Museum of the Philippines, or the Pambansang Museo ng Pilipinas. The logo is the symbol for pa in the syllable of pamana, which stands for the country's heritage. It is located in Ermita, Manila. The National Museum of the Philippines, or the Pambansang Museo ng Pilipinas, was mandated to establish, manage, and develop museums as well as regional museums in key locations around the Philippines. It implements and serves as a regulatory and enforcement agency of the government with respect to a series of cultural laws, culturally significant properties, sites, and reservations. Followed up by the Cultural Center of the Philippines, or the CC. The logo was derived from the baybayin character Ka and styled based on the Katipunan design, which represents katotohanan, kagandahan, at kabutihan. It is located in Malate, Pasay City, near the famous amusement park, Star City. The Cultural Center of the Philippines, or CCP, was the premier showcase of the arts in the Philippines, founded in 1999. The home producing and presenting music, dance, theater, visual arts, literary, cinematic and design events from the Philippines and all over the world. Then, the National Library of the Philippines, or the NLP. The logo has a shield derived from the coat of arms of the Republic of the Philippines, a lamp, which stands for enlightenment, a book, quill pen, and document representing the collection of the National Library, and the baybayin, which is an old Philippine script that stands for karunungan. It is located in Calo Street, Manila. The National Library of the Philippines, or the NLP, serves as the country's premier repository of printed and recorded materials which reflect the intellectual, literary, and cultural heritage of the Philippines, as well as the knowledge and wisdom of peoples elsewhere in the world. Next is the National Historical Commissions of the Philippines, or the NHC. The logo includes baybayin Ka and P, which stands for Kasaysayan ng Pilipinas. It is also located in Calo Street, Manila. The National Historical Commission of the Philippines, or the NHCP, was created in 1972 as the National Historical Institute. By virtue of RA 10086, this agency is responsible for the conservation and preservation of the country's historical legacy, in charge of the commemoration of significant events, personages in Philippine history. Then, the National Archives of the Philippines. The logo is composed of three important elements. The earthen jar represents the pre-Spanish archival collection of NAP. The Spanish manuscript represents the millions of archival documents under NAP's possession dating back to the Spanish colonial times in the Philippines. While the Katipunan scroll represents the period after the Spanish rule, including the contemporary times, which has letters imposed in blood red KKK. That stands for the Katipunan Revolution, which marked the beginning of the national struggle for independence from foreign domination. It is located in San Marcelino Street, Manila. The National Archives of the Philippines is the one that enhances transparency, public accountability, and responsible governance, promote freedom of information, provide access to official records, preserve and popularize Filipino cultural heritages, and effective implementation of programs on records management and archives administration. And last but not the least is the Komisyon sa Wikang Filipino, or the KWF. The logo was derived from different languages and it is located in San Miguel, Manila. Komisyon sa Wikang Filipino, or KWF, is in charge in enrichment, preservation, and development of the Filipino language in our country. Were you able to visit any of these government institutions? If yes, which of these places have you been to? Comment your answers below. Wow! I can see that most of you have already visited the National Museum of the Philippines. How was your experience? Aha! It was amazing and amusing, right? What was your most favorite artwork there? I see. The Spolarium by Juan Luna. I really liked it too. Now, for those who weren't able to visit any of these institutional agencies, I have a surprise for you. I will take you at the Old Senate Session Hall of the National Museum to witness the greatest work of Carlos Botong V. Francisco. Are you ready? Well then, enjoy your virtual tour. Hello again, my dear students. How was it? What do you feel after seeing those paintings? You may share it on our comment section. Wow, I felt that too. I am overwhelmed and so proud of how we Filipinos promote and preserve the great and rich history of the Philippines through art. I know by this time, you've learned so much about our lesson. To sum up our discussion for today, I want you to accomplish your exit ticket on your notebook. After the conduct of today's lesson, I've learned that write what you have learned. I want to learn more about, write what you want to learn more, and I've appreciated what I've learned especially, write what captured your attention. Are you done? Very good. Now, let us see how well you remember our lesson for today. Grab your keypads, keyboards, or screen pads and answer the following questions that will be flashed on your screens. Read along with me and analyze each statement carefully. For your assessment, you're going to write true if the statement is correct. Otherwise, write false. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 1. Komisyon sa Wikang Filipino or KWF is in charge in enrichment, preservation, and development of the Filipino language in our country. True or false? Number 2. Cultural Center of the Philippines or CCP is the home producing and presenting music, dance, theater, visual arts, literary, cinematic, and design events from the Philippines and all over the world. True or false? Number 3. National Historical Commission of the Philippines or the NHCP is in charge of commemoration of significant events and personages in Philippine history. True or false? Number 4. The National Museum of the Philippines has the task to administer the National Endowment Fund for Culture and Arts. And last, for number 5, the National Archives of the Philippines serves as the country's premier repository of printed and recorded material. True or false? Now, let's reveal the correct answer. For number 1, the answer is true. Number 2, the answer is also true. Number 3, the correct answer is true. Number 4, the answer is false. And for number 5, the correct answer is false. Count your scores and let us see how you understood our lesson today. For those who got a perfect score, kindly hit the wow react. Great job! For those who got 3 to 4, kindly hit the heart react. Very good! And for those who got 1 and 2, kindly hit the like react. Well done! If you still have questions and point of clarifications regarding our topic for today, please feel free to ask your contemporary arts teacher during your follow-up discussion. And here ends our discussion. Congratulations, everyone. You did a great job. I hope you had so much fun learning today. Thank you so much for listening. Stay safe and God bless everyone. This has been your live streaming teacher, Mrs. Mary Rose Angeli Suradas Gatus from Citero Francisco Memorial National School, now signing off. To God be the highest glory.